my name is Will, and this is a help video for reviewing the first midterm for CSCI 1300. This is question 4 on the first exam. This is one that a handful of students missed. This question is pretty tricky. It relies on you knowing a lot of indexing features, thinking very carefully about strings, and there's a for loop thrown in there as well. The question is just what's the output of the following code. So our strategy is just going to be to step through it just like the computer would and see what is happening on each line and do our best to figure out what the output's going to be just based on that. This one only involves a main function. There's no other functions floating around, which is nice. This is the only thing that's going to be run. It's just, int main. We'll start here and we'll end here. The first thing that happens is this variable. This variable is a string. It's called MSG, and it's welcome to CSCI 1300. There's no spaces, and it's got quotes. So this is a string. This all seems pretty valid so far. Then we have this for loop. Remember, for loops have 3 pieces to them. The first is where you create a variable. This one creates a variable called I. Great. Starts at 0. The second piece checks something about I. So in this case, it's checking that it's less than 10. And the last piece changes I. So this is I++. So here, this loop is going to run 10 times. I is going to be 0 the first time, and then 1, and then 2, and so on and so forth, until eventually I is equal to 9. I never actually equals 10. Remember, 10 is not less than 10, right? It'd be different if this was, say, less than equals, but that's not the case here. Great. So when I is 0, what happens? There's only one line of code in the loop. It's a cout. So, we're asking for the output here. This line's got to be pretty important. And it couts MSG bracket I+1 bracket. So the first thing is that MSG is this string. So we have to ask, what happens when you use brackets on a string? You might need to look at your cheat sheet for this part, but it pulls out a single letter from that string. So which letter does it pull out? We remember that all of the letters are actually numbered. So for MSG, we start counting at 0, 1, 2, so on and so forth. Right? We can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looks like 16 is our last index. So when I is 0, right, the brackets say 0 plus 1. Okay, well that's pretty easy. That's brackets 1. I remember that from my math class. And brackets 1 is this letter right here, the letter E. Then the loop runs again, because it's a loop. That's something that they tend to do. This time I is 1, and so our brackets say 1 plus 1. So we'll grab letter number 2, which we can see here is the letter L. It's worth taking a look at the last one. So here we have 9 plus 1. That's a bracket 10. So we get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this last S is the last thing that we print. Great. So it runs all 10 times, and we end up with ELCOME, capital T, O, capital C, capital S. Welcome to CS. That's it for this problem.